Hello ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to tonight's Christmas Eve party here on Team Bomber Sports. It's the NASCAR Nationwide Series signing out with the Nationwide in style with the Race Gear 200 here at the London Motorplex. We are ready to party here. It's the last ever NASCAR Nationwide Series before the series comes to the Xfinity Series next year. It's also the first time that NASCAR's second tier has been on British soil, and we are ready to party.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
We've got 12 of the Nationwide Series' finest ready, locked, loaded and ready for war tonight. Let's see how they line up on the Wake Energy Drink starting grid. Dillon is on the pole, the Indianapolis winner, alongside his teammate Brendan Gaughan, the Road America winner. So plenty of road course experience off the front row. Elliott Sadler in his last drive for Joe Gibbs is on the inside of second row ahead of Ryan Blaney. Talking about young sensations, Chase Elliott, your Nationwide Series champion, starts on the inside of row 3 alongside Alex Bowman. Behind him, Regan Smith and Michael McDowell in the 20. And then on row 5, it's Trevor Bayne and the third of the RCR cars, Brian Scott. And on the final row, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr, the one Spring Cup cameo in this race, and Ryan Reed, who sadly had to withdraw from this race due to late technical problems just before the start of the race. Here you go. Are we ready to party tonight on Christmas Eve? You bet your bottom dollar we are. Let's bring the noise! And they'll get away cleanly just about. I was worried how they'd get through the turn 2 hairpin there. It is very tight. Fly down the backstretch chicane for the first time. You can't go too wide through there, although there are some drivers trying to disprove that as they snake their way through the final hairpin. As we see Michael McDowell getting booted out of the way by Alex Bowman back in the field. Dillon leads away from the pole then, but Ryan Blaney has snuck up to second, head of Brendan Gaughan. And look at this, there's a 5-car pain train up front. Still McDowell and Bowman are battling back in the pack. You've got to try and scrap for positions early. We've got 18 laps to do tonight, and you've got to pick your way through the field. That's exactly what Chase Elliott's doing. He is not hanging around early doors. He's moved past Gaughan, who's now under pressure from Elliott Sadler. Are they going to try and go side by side from turn 1? This is very difficult for exactly that reason. And it's gone horribly wrong early for those two. And we're under caution here at the end of lap 3. Well, I said it, didn't I? They just weren't listening, were they? But it's very bumpy down on the inside there. Very fast left-hand kink before you get on the brakes for the turn 2 hairpin. And I think Elliott Sadler's car just jumped sideways and collected Brendan Gaughan, and there was nowhere for either of them to go, really. Here we go, we're getting ready for the restart. And Dillon has gone nowhere. He's stuck it in reverse. I've no idea what's happened there. This is a huge gaggle. Oh, dearie me. Well, that whole restart was just a complete fiasco from start to finish.
Get a row in here if we can. Leaders are in 2.
My word, it's ended up with 5 cars in the turn 1 wall hard. And there's going to be a lot of casualties out of this one. Now, I have no idea what Dillon was doing here. I think he was trying to stall, trying to do an AJ Allmendinger, and it completely backfired because the rest of the field just went. And he looked like he stuck it in reverse. He may as well have done. And then we're going 3 and 4 wide down into turn 1. I just said 2 wide's almost impossible. And there was a little bit of contact with Dale Jr. there, actually. Tapped Dillon, and he collected 3 of the Junior Motorsport cars, as well as Trevor Bayne. And it looks like, luckily, most of the cars here look like they're going to get out of this okay. I think Regan Smith is the only casualty. There's Trevor Bayne and Dillon rejoining, and the 2 Junior Motorsports cars, look at them, covered in tape. Bodywork hanging off everywhere, but they're determined to stay in the Race Gear 200. And we're getting ready for the restart here, and Ryan Blaney gets an excellent restart this time. Much better than Dillon on the last one. He's followed down to turn 2 by Michael McDowell. And Dale Earnhardt Jr spins him as well. He's really making a lot of friends tonight here in the UK. The one Sprint Cup driver in the field. He's determined to make his mark on tonight's proceedings. Let's have a quick replay of that. And, well, I don't know if this is a race against McDowell. Dale Jr did have the nose. I'm not sure if he had the nose far enough, but it was right there, and this is a very tight circuit. And interestingly, that did seem to cost Jr quite a bit there, as one of his employees, one of his teammates, is through into second, Chase Elliott. And despite the fact his car is now more gaffer tape and blue tack than actual bodywork, he is now hounding the back bumper of Ryan Blaney. It's going to be a battle between 2 of the Nationwide Series' best rising stars here tonight for victory in the Race Gear 200. Although Alex Bowman's trying to have a say in this one. He's also on the fight back. Look how much tape is on his car. It's ridiculous. You can barely tell who his sponsor is. But he's fought his way past Dale Jr. up to 3rd. And he's got the blinkers on right now. Trevor Bayne is also moving past Dale Jr. for 4th. So Jr. starting to lose positions hand over fist here. But meanwhile, up front, here is the battle. We will come around to the white flag this time. Where does Chase Elliott make his move? You get the feeling he's got car speed on Ryan Blaney. He's also got an excellent run out of the final corner, and he's making his move down the inside here. This is going to be very brave. They're going to be side by side into turn 2. They're just getting a little bit of contact, and behind them they're all wrecking up. It's all going crazy. Chase Elliott has just made the move stick. They're beating and banging on each other down the back straight. And where's Michael McDowell come from? Where's he come from? He's just gone for it down the inside. It's completely crazy, this final lap. But Chase Elliott is going to survive all comers and take victory in the inaugural Race Gear 200 after one of the most insane final laps I think I've ever seen. Anyone who tells you road course racing in NASCAR is boring, tell them to sod off right now, because it's just not true. And you can show them the final lap of this race for proof. Let's have a replay of that. There was the wreck at turn 1. I think Ty Dillon was trying to get payback on Junior, and he wrapped up Bayne and Bowman in that wreck. Bowman managed to drive away. Look at this! They're beating on each other down the pack. But whilst they were scrapping, Michael McDowell, who survived the wreck behind, suddenly had a shot to win. It was an absolute suicide move. He had no chance of making the corner, but he had to go for it, and fair play to him. And Chase Elliott just about avoided that. He blocked him off, and he also defended from Ryan Blaney. That was a masterclass in clinching the win. And goodness me, hasn't Chase Elliott been impressive this year? And that just caps off what has been a remarkable 2014 for the son of Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. Here's the final race results for you at the end of an absolutely chaotic 18 laps here tonight. Chase Elliott takes the win. He caps off what has been an invincible year for that number 9 car. Just ahead of Ryan Blaney in second. He'll be frustrated, but second will be happy with that in the end. It was a great race from him. Michael McDowell takes third after his desperate attempt to snatch the win from under Chase Elliott's nose on the final corner. Behind them, Brian Scott. Well, he had a quiet race, but I think having a quiet race was enough to see you home to the end here with the top 5. And he gets fourth ahead of Alex Bowman, who was able to drive away from that massive final lap wreck. Trevor Bayne, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Ty Dillon were all caught up in that wreck. And behind them were the casualties from earlier in the race. Regan Smith, Elliott Sadler and Brendan Gaughan rounds out the field. Oh my word. Well, tonight has been an insane race. What a Christmas celebration it's been. Happy holidays, everyone. We'll see you in 2015.